we do the national anthem again?
One time only.
And we are.
And welcome back. Game 2 from Hayesville. Colts lose a tough one, 9-3 over Goddard Eisenhower. Game 2 about to start. Here's how Eisenhower will go. Brogan Sipp will lead it off and play center field. Colin Mackey will be on the mound. Wade Reynolds will play shortstop. Andrew Newsom will be in the cleanup spot and play first base. Evan Ellingston will be at third. Mattingly Milledge will be at second. Andrew Wisner will be behind the plate. And Owen Reynolds will be in right field. And rounding it out will be Ben Wetzel over in left. Defensively for the Colts, left to right in the outfield, Walter, Leslie, and Hahn. Bryson Schroeder will be over third base. Common at short. Martin's over at second. Watkins at first. Martinez behind the plate, and Jackson Hartley, a right-hander, on the mound. First pitch to Brogan Sipp is low, ball 1. And pitch number 2, high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strike. Game 2 has just begun. 6:30 Central Time. Temperature about 45 degrees here in Hayesville. Overcast sky. The lights are on, and a swing and a miss from Sipp. 2 balls and a strike. Todd Hook along with Kai Ray. We're also going to have a special guest, Tyler Godwin, all 3, 4, and 5 innings. So you want to stay tuned for that. He is out of Butler Community College doing some broadcasting for the Grizzlies. So you want to stay tuned for that. Colts trying to get a split here. They lost game 1, 9-3. Had a bad 6th inning. And that is low. 3 balls and a strike to the leadoff man, Sipp. Sipp playing center field today. Steps in from the right side. Pitch from Hartley is high and away. Appears to be a full count. I must have missed a ball somewhere. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Brogan Sipp. Just underway. That one's a little flare into right field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So Sipp will lead it off here in the top of the first with a base hit for the Tigers. Colin Mackey will be up next. He's the catcher. Steps in from the right side. Hartley, 31 innings of work last year, gave up 38 hits. 16 earned runs, 29 strikeouts, 3.61 ERA. Pretty respectable. First pitch to Mackey, up and in, ball 1. Pitch it down to first. Throw is right on the money by Martinez. Not in time. Balls, no strikes now. Mackey. Hartley has been behind both hitters here. Good lead over there by 6. Pitch. Right down the middle for a call strike. 2 balls and strike. Balls and a strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. Base hit. Brogan Sipp. Top of the first. 2. Runner goes. That is 5th out. Count even. Balls and 2 strikes. If the Tigers are still running right here. Hartley with the sign. Off-speed pitch swung through and missed. And that's out number 1. Mackey goes down swinging. First out of the inning. Good pitch to run on there for Sipp. That was something off-speed. That was good pitch to run on. Nothing doing. Here's Wade Reynolds.
Low and away, ball 1. Ball and no strikes to the 3-hole hitter. That is up and in. Balls, no strikes. Hartley is going to have to get ahead of hitters here for the Colts are going to have any success early on. Throw to first. He's back in time. And a 2-0. That is popped down the right side. First baseman given choice. He will run out of room. Working's not enough real estate over there, and that'll make the seats. 2 balls and a strike now to Wade Reynolds. Lights are on here at Plague and Carpenter Field. Overcast sky. Temperature in the mid-40s. Wind out of the northwest. And the pitch. Swung on, pop to center. Looks like Tanner Leslie has a beat on it, ranging over to his right. Wind pushes it that way, but he makes the play for out number 2. And that'll bring up the cleanup guy, Andrew Newsom. Newsom over at first base. He was there for game number 1. 2 outs now. Runner at first in the form of Brogan Sip. First pitch swinging popped up, and that'll be out of play. No balls and a strike to Newsom. Good job by Hartley getting ahead of the hitter. Good lead over there by Sip. Here's the pitch. That is popped up. Left side. Tyler Common at short coming in just on the grass. Has a beat on it and makes the play.
1 left on 1 hit. We go the
Eisenhower leaves a leadoff single, and the Colts will get out of it after half an inning. No score. We'll be right back.
Colt Baseball is brought to you by USD 261, serving Hayesville students in a safe and caring environment while providing a rigorous and world-class curriculum. USD 261 educates students K through 12 through the use of collaboration, exploration, and relevance to ensure student success comes first. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook or schedule a tour today. And by the Yearling Staff, the official yearbook of Campus High School, working hard to capture this year's adventures. Don't miss out. Order your yearbook at jostensyearbooks.com or see Mrs. Corcoran in D8. And for the bottom of the first, here's Todd.
And thank you, Kai. We appreciate it. Here's how campus will go. Tanner Leslie will lead it off and play center field. Austin Warkins will hit second and play first base. Jackson Hartley will be on the mound and hit third. In the cleanup spot will be Mateo Martinez. He will do the catching. The designated hitter, Caden Isidro, will hit fifth. Tyler Common will hit sixth and play shortstop. Cole Martins will play second base and hit seventh. In the eighth spot will be Corey Hahn in right field, and over in left field, Rylan Walter will hit ninth. Defensively, for Eisenhower, left to right in the outfield will be Wenzel, Sip, and Reynolds. Ellison will be at third. Wade Reynolds at short. Millage at second. Newsom at first. Wisner behind the plate. And Mackey, a tall right-hander, will do the pitching. Mackey last year, 13 and a third innings of work. Gave up 19 hits, 12 runs, 5 of which were earned, and struck out 13. So Colts will look to strike early and often here in Game 2 of this doubleheader, trying to bounce back from that 9-3 loss earlier in the day. The error bug bit them quite a bit last game, committing 5 errors, all of which contributed to runs being scored. So Colts are going to have to manage the baseball a little bit better. It'll be Leslie, Warkins, and Hartley. Here is Tanner Leslie, steps in from the right side. Leslie pitched the first game. A pretty good 5 2/3 innings of work until Caden
came into some adversity and unable to get out of it and had to be relieved. First pitch to him. Shows bunt, puts it down the first base line, and roll foul. A pretty good idea by Chandler Leslie. Had a pretty good spot, but just caught the lip of the grass and rolled foul. Leslie runs very well, so he would have been difficult to throw out if that would have stayed fair. No balls and a strike now to Leslie. And the 0-1. That is low and away, ball one. Count even 1-1. Here's the 1-1 to Leslie. That is sprayed foul down the right-hand side. Ball and 2 strikes. Leslie in the hole. Looks like they're going to shade him a little bit towards right field. Big hole in left center. He gets it out in left center. He could run for a week. Here's the pitch. And that is outside. Count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Opening day for both clubs. Eisenhower on top, 9-3 in the first one. That is popped up left side. It looks like Reynolds will make the play at shortstop, and that'll be out number 1. That ball got on the hands of Leslie. That's a good pitch by Mackey.
Number 13,
one
Austin
out.
Warkins.
Here's Austin Warkins. Left-handed hitter, plays first base, and the first pitch to him. Good fastball, just missed outside, ball 1. Want to stay tuned. Tyler Godwin will be calling in the 3rd and 4th innings at least. We'll see how he feels. And that's a strike. Ball and a strike to Warkins. Don't want to miss that. Gary Schuster and Matt Minch doing the calling balls and strikes and doing the umpiring today. That pitch is wide. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch. Shows bunt and foul. Count even, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the first, no score. Eisenhower sent 4 to the plate in the first inning, stranded a runner. And that is bounced back to the pitcher. Up with it, over to first in time. Very weak ground ball back to the pitcher. Mackey up with it and disposed of Warkins. 2 down now.
Pitcher number 16, Jackson Hartley.
And that'll bring up the 3rd spot in the order, Jackson Hartley, doing the pitching today. And that's in there for a call strike. Good off-speed pitch from Mackey. And the 0-1, that is fisted to the left side. Little soft line drive ground ball over to first in time.
Colts go
So Wade Reynolds comes up with it.
We played 1.
Going to his left over to first in time. Colts go in order. We've played 1 from Hayesville, no score. We'll be right back.
Colts Baseball is brought to you by Crafty Pie. For all custom wood signs, window decals, handcrafted yard signs, and all your vinyl lettering needs. Message Kelly on Facebook at Crafty Pie for your next custom sign. And by the Colt Special, Campus High School's official newspaper. Published every other month, the Colt staff is always looking for great stories to tell. Follow them on Twitter at CHS Journalism or send story ideas to chscoltspecial@gmail.com. And for the top of the second, here's Tyler.
And welcome back. Thank you, Kai. We go to the top of the second. No score here from Hayesville. Just want to let you know that after this inning, we'll have this day in baseball history. Somebody will have, either Kai or Tyler will have some interesting tidbits about this day in baseball history. So you want to stay tuned for that. Upcoming ball games for campus. Derby will be in town April the 6th, and you know how much we love Derby, and that game will be a doubleheader and will begin at 4, and we will have it for you right here if you can't make it. April 10th, the Colts go on the road to Hutch, and that will be a doubleheader at 4. For Eisenhower, Derby will be in town, or excuse me, they will be at Derby on April the 3rd, and then at crosstown rival Goddard High School on April the 10th. Opening day for both clubs. Little delay here as Teo Martinez gets dressed. I believe he was in the on-deck circle when things ended. Hartley finishing up his warm-up tosses, throw down to second. We're ready to go. 5, 6, and 7 for Eisenhower. It'll be Ellingston, Millage, and Wisner. Ellingston at third base tonight. Steps in from the right side.
At the plate, number 15, Evan Ellingson.
Big gap there in right center. Looks like the center fielder and left fielder are shading him towards the line. A lot of room in right center, so we'll see how that works. First pitch to him is in there for a strike, I believe. Not quite sure about that call, but we'll see. 0-1, and that's going to be high. 1-1, I think. 5, 6, and 7 for Eisenhower. That's swung on and missed, challenged him with a high fastball, 1-2. Eisenhower stranded a leadoff single by Sip in the first, and everybody else went in order. And the pitch. A good off-speed pitch, and that'll do it. He'll go down swinging. So Ellingston goes down on strikes, and that'll be out number 1 here in the top of the second.
Number 24, Mattingly Millage.
Second strikeout in the game for Hartley. Here's Mattingly Millage, the second baseman. Steps in from the right side, and that's a call strike. So Hartley doing a lot better job getting ahead of hitters. And the pitch. That is driven to left field. Solid base hit. And that'll be a one-out hit for Millage. Walter got it in quickly, kept him to a single. He turned the bag very aggressively. Pretty good base running there. Had him thinking. Coach once told me every base hit's a double till we hold you up.
Number 11, Andrew Wisner.
Not a bad policy. Kind of helps you run the bases aggressively. Good lead over there by Millage. Very speedy. Shows bunt. And foul. So this is Andrew Wisner. Tried to move the runner along. Unable to keep it foul down the left side. No balls and a strike. No balls and a strike, one out. Runner at first. We're in the top of the second. Swung on and missed. Wisner in the hole, 0-2. No score. Eisenhower and the Colts. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Still a big gap in right center. That's a good off-speed pitch. Catches the inside corner for a call strike. So Wisner down on strikes. Second strikeout of the inning. And that'll bring up the 8-hole man, Owen Reynolds. 2 outs in the inning. Mattingly Millage still over at first base. He reached on a base hit. And a call strike to Owen Reynolds. Good pitch on the outside corner from Hartley. And the 0-1's outside, 1-1. Looked like a pretty good cut fastball, just missed. And a pitch. That is low, dug out nicely by Martinez. Martinez, a very stable backstop back there. Not much gets by the guy. Ball and a strike. Here it is. That is up the middle. And that'll get through there for a base hit. So a 2-out base hit for Owen Reynolds. And Eisenhower has runners at first and second.
Left fielder number 1, Ben Wenzel.
So bring up the 9 spot, Ben Wetzel. Wetzel, the left fielder today, steps in from the left side. Both teams, neither team changed their uniform, still in the same Colts in their white with black numbers. First pitch is high for ball 1. Eisenhower in the gray bottoms and black tops with like a little bit of baby blue numbers. That is bounced to the left side. Common up with it over to first. In time, gets him by an eyelash. And the Colts get out of it. Wetzel is retired.
Half of the second. We're scoreless.
1.5. No score here from Hayesville. We'll be right back.
Colt Baseball is brought to you by HookBats.com. Hand-turned ash and maple bats from Major League stock made to order. Good wood for good hitters since 2005. Check them out at HookBats.com. And by Valley State Bank, a proud supporter of the Hayesville School District and Campus High School. Student checking accounts are available at 5310 South Broadway or inside Campus High School. Member FDIC. And for the bottom of the second, here's Todd.
Hey, thank you, Kai. Do you have any money in that Valley State Bank?
I do. I have about a Valley State Bank account.
All right. That's good. I do too. That's real handy to have a bank account right there at school, right there where you work. Good people over at that Valley State Bank, you know.
Oh, yeah. Susan's great.
Yep. All right, we're going to go to the bottom of the second. No score from Hayesville. It's kind of how game 1 started till the 5th, and the wheels fell off. So we'll see if the Colts can jump out ahead and hit them in the mouth and try to keep things going here. Looks like Mackey is going to go out and continue to work for Eisenhower. He'll face 4, 5, and 6 of the Eisenhower order. Meat of the order up. Time to do some damage. It'll be Martinez, Cedro, and Common. Campus went in order in the first. Still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And the pitch. That's in there for a call strike. Martinez doing the catching today. And that is swung on and driven up the middle, and that'll be a leadoff base hit. So Martinez will lead it off with a base hit here in the bottom of the second, and the Colts are cooking. Here's Caden Ysidro, the designated hitter.
Ysidro.
Got to wonder if they will call on Ysidro to bunt here. Martinez is going to have to get down there in a hurry because Ysidro may have a tendency to get doubled up. Looks like they're going to let him swing away. Good pitch on the outside corner for strike 1 from Mackey. It appears that Tyler Godwin will be joining us. He is climbing into the first officer seat, and he'll be talking to us about this day in baseball history when we come up. That pitch is fouled back. Count even now, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ysidro, the leading hitter last season, hit .394. Wanting to do some more damage today. And the pitch. That is inside. Good eye by Ysidro. 2 balls and a strike. Very good plate presence by Caden Ysidro. Mackey with the check of the runner. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch. That is bounced to the second baseman. Over to second for 1. Back to first in time. So Colts are going to get doubled up here in the second. 2 outs now. Here's Tyler Common.
Number 18, the shortstop, Tyler Common.
Two down in the inning. Here's the shortstop, Common. Steps in from the right side. So the leadoff single by Martinez is erased with the double play. Off-speed pitch floats in there for strike 1. The old 4-6-3 double play has not been kind to the Colts. And that's wide, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the shortstop. And that's foul straight back. Good fastball from Mackey. Common was all over it. Ball and 2 strikes. We'll have Tyler Godwin coming up, going to tell us a little bit about this day in baseball history, so you don't want to leave. I'm going to step in and give us some insight. That ball has popped up to the right side. Everybody giving chase. Second baseman in foul ground, unable to come up with it. Good hustle by Millage. Long way to run for him, but it was his play. He was the only one that could really probably come up with it. Long way to go. Did get a little bit of leather on it. Unable to come up with it. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to Common. Common, quite the receiver in football. Several touchdown passes. Great set of hands. In fact, he is thinking about basketball and football. That is driven to center. And Sip is ranging back and to his right. He is under it and makes the play.
Scoreless.
So it looks like the Colts will go in order compliments of the double play. And we've played 2. No score from Hayesville. We'll be right back.
All right, thanks for that, Todd. And today in baseball history, March 29th, in 2000, in the first MLB opening day contest ever played outside North America, the Cubs inaugurated the regular season at the Tokyo Dome in Japan, beating the Mets 5-3.
First game outside the continental United States. I thought that was Texas. I guess no. No,
It depends
okay.
on what you...
So that, yeah, okay.
Also, I'd like to throw that out today. I don't know if this is history, but I thought
It is history, Tyler.
But the Houston Astros debuted their 4-man outfield today.
How about that? So you remember last year the shift was very popular.
Right.
So do you see maybe the 4-man outfield becoming a trendy thing?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know how they do it. It just seems off to me.
Did they have it for all the time, or did they have it for certain players? Did you recall?
I don't recall. I think it was just certain players.
Okay. Because I know certain players, they will put the shift on, and I always wondered why there were so many players that they needed the shift on, and why those players didn't learn to hit the ball the other way. That's just my opinion. But anyway, thank you, Tyler, for that, and we enjoy having you here. Tyler is a student at Butler Community College and doing broadcasting for the Grizzlies. You can tune in from time to time to listen to him doing basketball and football, correct?
On football, yep.
Okay.
Hopefully at some point they'll let me do... I really want to do some softball games up there, just because the team we got.
They have a great program there, don't they?
Great softball program.
Yeah, it's a fantastic program. So we're going to go to the top of the third here in Hayesville. We have absolutely no score. It'll be the top of the order for the Tigers. It'll be Sip, Mackey, and Reynolds for the Eisenhower third. First pitch from Hartley is in there for a called strike. For all you folks just tuning in, Tyler was our main guy last year that manned this position. So off-speed pitch, he offered and went around. Tyler was with us all last season.
Felt a little nostalgia walking in here today.
Little nostalgia,
Just
yes.
a little bit.
Yes. We had hoped you went to Quick Trip, but we'll take the nostalgia. 0-2 now. That's in the dirt. Tried to get him to chase something. 1-2.
College kids, we're broke. We don't have any money.
I know. It won't be long, brother, and you'll be out there broadcasting, traveling the world, making the big bucks.
Oh, I hope so.
And the 1-2. That is in there for a call strike. Looks like he took a little bit off and pulled the string on that one. And the leadoff man is down on strikes. 1 out now on the top of the third.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Hartley here early in this game. The breaking balls he's throwing, they're catching the batters.
Number 3, Colin Mackey.
You are so right. Sip didn't have any kind of idea on that pitch, so it just completely fooled him. Here is Colin Mackey. First pitch swinging, bounce back to the pitcher. Hartley to his right, fields it over to first in time. Very athletic play by Hartley. Came off the mound, fielded his position very well. And that's 2 outs.
You can
Number
see the
10,
ball
Wade Reynolds.
go off the top of the mound there, kind of slowed it down maybe to make it a little bit easier on Hartley to get over to first. But great job coming off the mound to get that ball.
Very athletic young man. Here's Wade Reynolds, the 3 spot. And that's low and away in the dirt. Ball 1. So what do you know now that you didn't know last year this time, Tyler?
I'm just going to go off all sports, and one thing you need to do is take notes. Do your research.
And that is a one-hopper to Martins. That is hit very sharply right at him, just caught it in his backhand, unable to corral it, and that'll go as an error. That ball was hit right, one step to his right, one hop into his backhand, unable to hold on.
Number 4, Andrew
Looked like
And-
Martins kind of took his eyes off that ball right there just as it hit his mitt.
Yeah, that's twice today. That he had a soft liner earlier in the game, and I think everybody might be just a little bit nervous. We'll get all these bugs worked out. All right, here's Andrew Newsom. He swings through the first pitch for strike one. 2 outs now in the inning. We're in the top of the third. No score from Hayesville. A leadoff strikeout to Sip. And a batted ball back to the mound. That is driven to left field. It looks like that Walter, a couple of steps to his right, and he will haul it in, and Eisenhower's going to strand a runner here at the top of the third. We've played 2 1/2.
The home half of the third.
And no score from
No score.
Hayesville. We will be right back.
Colts baseball is sponsored by the AVID program, a college readiness program designed to immerse students in a college-going culture. The AVID program is for the student willing to challenge themselves in a supportive environment with college tutors, speakers, and field trips. For more information about the AVID program, contact Bruce Salling at 554-2236, and by the Campus High School International Baccalaureate program, aiming to develop inquiring, knowledgeable, and caring young people who help to create a better and more peaceful world through intercultural understanding and respect. The program encourages students across the world to become active, compassionate, and lifelong learners. For more information, contact Joe Sailors at 554-2236. And for the bottom of the third, here's Todd.
I want to finish up on this thought. We have Tyler Godwin here. He is an alumni. He's at Butler County Community College. You said take notes. Is there anything else you wish you knew last year that you didn't know that you know now about the broadcasting business? Anything you want to expand on?
Yeah, I really hope former coach and former teacher Daryl Gardner is listening for me to apologize to whenever I'd make fun of him for. He'd tell me and Evan Porter, who did basketball with us last year, he'd say, you guys need to go in there with like a script of stuff to say. And I said, no, we don't need to do that. We do enough talking. And now after doing that this year for basketball, I totally agree with him. You need to go in with script and scripted things to say because it just makes time go by faster. And, I mean, you don't really want that much dead air whenever you're on a live broadcast.
All right.
So you have to have stuff with you.
We'll continue our discussion with Tyler Godwin. Here's Cole Martins. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 in the Colt third. And we appreciate your insight on all of these issues. I hope more students are listening. First pitch to Martins is outside, ball 1. And that misses wide. 2 balls and no strikes. Martin ahead in the count.
I love watching Martins up here in the box. Every time he gets up there, he just looks like a guy who's determined.
He is, yeah, he's thinking about hitting the gap and at least getting 2. And tried to check his swing. It looks like he did. So 3 balls and nothing. This is not the guy that Eisenhower wants to walk because he is a threat to steal. Very fast on the base pass. So we'll see. 3-0. He's swinging 3-0. That is back to the pitcher. That is off the pitcher's glove. Third baseman picks it up, tries to throw to first in a hurry, and throws it wide. And Martins is down to second base. That'll go as a base hit and a throwing error on the third baseman.
Makes it to second base and almost takes out the first base umpire in the process.
Yes, he did.
Tripped over
Number
the
3,
base.
Corey Hahn.
We have a little limited view here from the press box. We can't see all of it, but Tyler's sitting to the right of me. He can look out the side window and check out what's going on at first base. So it's kind of a team effort up here. So nonetheless, Martins is at second base on the error. And he'll go as a base hit. It looks like the catcher is going to go out and talk to him. Wisner will go out and talk to Mackey. No score. We're in the bottom of the third. Similar ball game to the last one, up until the 5th, before anybody really did any damage. Here's Corey Hahn. It's his first look at Mackey. Good lead out there by Martins. And that's in there for a called strike.
It's a good low pitch right there. Didn't look like Hahn was really ready for that. Looked for it to go high, but it went a lot lower than I think he expected.
Yeah, it's a pretty good spot by Mackey. He wasn't going to do much with that pitch anyway. Give him credit for that one. And here's the 0-1. That is just missed outside. Count even 1-1. Guess it was outside. Looks like the outfield's pretty much straight away. Off-speed pitch is bounced foul. Ball and 2 strikes to Hahn. Hahn hitting in the 8-hole today, playing right field.
Thank you.
1-2 now. And that's kind of a half swing there, and he will go down swinging. So Hahn will be down on strikes for out number 1. Looks like he was fooled on the pitch, don't you think, Tyler?
Yeah, he's a little bit confused. It looked like did not swing all the way through. I wouldn't even really give it a half swing, honestly. It didn't look like a swing at all.
1 out now. Here's Rylan Walter, or left fielder. It's his first look at Mackey. He's hitting in the 9 spot.
Number 27, Ryan Walter.
And he takes a strike. No balls and a strike. Tanner Leslie will be waiting, the top of the order on deck. Eisenhower won the first one 9-3. And the pitch. That's a good fastball on the inside corner. Walter in the hole 0-2. After this, we'll have a little bit of what's going on in Colt athletics. Tyler will tell us a little bit about what's happening. A lot going on in spring sports. You don't want to miss that. And the pitch. That's swung on and missed. And that'll do it for Walter. 2 outs now in the inning. Top of the order, here's Tanner Leslie.
Center fielder Tanner Leslie.
So Mackey gives up a leadoff base hit and a throwing error by the third baseman. And that's where we stand. Martin's at second base, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the third, no score. And the pitch. That is sliced to right field, and that'll get down for a base hit. They will send the runner, and the throw is cut off. And that'll be an RBI single for Tanner Leslie.
Tanner Leslie, he put that ball in the perfect spot. He really can put it anywhere on the field on the opposite side here for Martins. I mean, he's got enough speed to turn anything into a score for the Colts.
That is very right. He just hit that ball right where it was pitched, and that's a good tip for you young guys out there. Always try to hit the ball where it's pitched, and that's exactly what Leslie done. Here is Austin Warkins. Colts now lead it 1-0, and that's outside. Ball 1. Joined here by Tyler Godwin, student at Butler Community College. Runner goes. Throw is not in time. Throw was to the third base side, and Leslie will be credited with a stolen base. So that'll put another runner in scoring position for the Colts. They have taken a 1-0 lead here in the third. So Warkins with a chance to drive in a run right here. Warkins hits from the left side. Swung on and fouled back. That'll even it up 1-1. And the 1-1. Mackey not a real fast worker. That is a curveball that backdoors it. And that is a good backdoor curveball. That catches the outer half. A ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, it catches just the outer half of that plate. Honestly, I mean, that's why I'm not an ump. I would have called that a ball. I mean, that's why I'm up here.
I'm glad I'm up here because it's cold down there.
Exactly.
Time is called. Looks like Warkins is going to talk it over or think about it. Maybe try to shake that one off. It's hard as a hitter to have that short memory. Warkins in a position now, down 1-2. Needs to protect the plate. Here's the pitch. That's pretty much in the same spot. That's fouled off. So a good piece of defensive hitting there by Warkins. Home opener for both clubs. Eisenhower got the first one, 9-3. And the pitch. That is bounced to the left side. Ellison up with it over to first in time, and that'll do it. Colts will strand a leadoff base hit. And we've played 3. Colts 1. Eisenhower nothing. We'll be right back.
1 runner left on base.
Colt Baseball
We played 3. Colts
USD 261,
lead,
serving
1-0.
Hayesville students in a safe and caring environment while providing a rigorous and world-class curriculum. USD 261 educates students K through 12 through the use of collaboration, exploration, and relevance to ensure student success comes first. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook or schedule a tour today. And by the yearling staff, the official yearbook at Campus High School, working hard to capture this year's adventures. Don't miss out. Order your yearbook at jostensyearbooks.com or see Miss Corcoran of DA. And for the top of the 5th, here's Todd.
Hey, thank you, Tyler. I will mention that while we're talking about USD 261, we did win an award for capturing kids' hearts. We have been recognized by Capturing Kids' Hearts as a national school, similar to a Blue Ribbon Award. That's a very high honor for USD 261, so very pleased with that.
I mean, as a USD 261 alumni, I wouldn't have rather went to anywhere else.
Hey, good. That's good to know.
Because, the teachers, they obviously helped me. One teacher in particular helped me find what career I wanted to do. Going in high school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and those teachers helped me out, find out what I wanted to go to school for and to go to school in general.
Well, that's good to know. I think these teachers are good to hear that.
Lead off number 15, Evan.
All right, top of 4 we go. 5, 6, and 7 for Eisenhower. It'll be Ellingston, Millage, and Weisner. Looks like that Hartley will continue to work. And he will face Ellingston. He is 0 for 1. A strikeout in the second. Off-speed pitch. That's in there. Good overhand curveball for strike 1. Ellingston, a third baseman, steps in from the right side. Hartley, a very fast worker, similar to Leslie. And that is popped to the right side. Martin's going out. Right fielder.
Got it.
He got it. Corey Hahn came in and called off Martins at the last second. Good communication out there for out number 1. That's tough ball because the sun has appeared
Number
here
24,
at Blake and Carpenter's Field, and they are looking directly into it. 1 out. Here's Mattingly Millage. First pitch to him. Good off-speed pitch is in there for a called strike. Good command of the overhand curveball from Hartley.
That's an off-speed pitch. Hartley is just murdering with him right now. He's getting him every single time he throws that, it seems like.
And that's a good example of working backwards, where you start them off with that off-speed stuff. If you can get the off-speed stuff over early, you can have a lot more success. That's swung on and missed, and Millage is in the hole 0-2. Off-speed pitch is kind of a defensive swing, a slow roller to the second baseman, up with Martins over to first in time. Martins had to wait on that one a little bit to come to him. He stayed with it. And that's out number 2.
A great patience showed right there by Cole Martins to wait for that pitch to come, or wait for that ball to come to him and get it over to first base.
Yeah, he knew he had a little bit of time, that Millage didn't run well, and stayed with it and threw a strike. 2 outs now in the inning.
Number
Here
11,
is Andrew Weisner. Takes the first pitch low, ball 1. 2 outs. We're in the top of the 4th. 1-0 Colts. That is wide. 2 balls and no strikes. Really tough on those middle infielders on the right side. That is high and away, high and in. 3 balls and no strikes. 2 outs in the inning. We're in the top of the 3rd. 1-0 Colts. And an off-speed pitch just missed inside, so that'll be a 4-pitch walk. Issued to Weisner here in the 4th. So Eisenhower has a runner aboard here in the 4th with 2 outs. Here is Owen Reynolds.
Number 12, Owen Reynolds.
Reynolds, a left-handed hitter. 1 for 1 in this game. Singled in the 2nd. Good lead over there by Weisner. And the first pitch, good fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. That had a little bit of movement on it, and there wasn't a whole lot that Reynolds was going to do with it. And that's low and away, ball one.
It kind of looked like Hartley wanted to put it in the exact same spot on that second pitch, but just got a little bit too outside.
Just a little got away from him. 1-1 now. Still a lot of room in right center. Tried to check his swing. Looked like he did. They're going to check him, and no, he did not go. 2 balls and a strike now. Tough call for the umpire out in the field. That's a good fastball, and that is swung on and fouled back. Count even now, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first base. 2-out walk issued to Wisner. Top of 4, 1-0 Colts. And here's a 2-2. Kind of a defensive swing. Slow roller to the third baseman. Up with it in time over to first, and that'll do
Top
it.
half of the 4th inning. No
Eisenhower will strand one.
Runner left on base.
And we've played 3.5.
Colts lead it 1-0.
Colts are up 1-0. We'll be right back.
Campus Cold Baseball is brought to you by Stomping Grounds Coffee, proudly serving fine coffee products to campus students and staff since 2015, and by Channel 060, news for people you know. And for the bottom of the 4th, here's Todd.
Wow, that was quick, Tyler. You ever had any of that Stomping Grounds coffee?
I've had a few. I've had some.
That's good
I
stuff.
stop by every once in a while.
Maybe you stop by there. I'd stop by there every day.
Yeah.
Okay?
If I could, I would.
One of the kids washed my mug out. I wasn't too happy about that. The coffee doesn't taste right now. Best coffee in the galaxy right there at Stomping Grounds. And they're also a very good steward to our scholarship program at this school. You know, they give a significant amount of scholarships every year to students that are going on to further their education. So Stomping Grounds is a good steward for this school. So that's a couple of businesses. We've got the bank and the coffee place. So
That's what we think.
Mr. Cleaver is doing a great job. All righty, going to the bottom of the 4th. Colts lead at 1-0. They get one in the
For
3rd.
the Colts, number 16, Jackson Hartley. Sheepless.
So it looks like it's going to be Jackson Hartley will lead it off here in the 4th. And the first pitch is low, ball 1. Looks like Mackey will continue to work. He's only given up 1 run, and it was not earned. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch floats high. 2 balls and no strikes. And a 2-1. That is right through there for a call strike. Hartley on the mound today. Off-speed pitch misses high. Wasn't close on that one. Hartley 0 for 1 today. Bounced out to the shortstop in the 1st. And that is popped up. Right fielder coming in, and that'll fall between the right fielder and the second baseman. So that'll go as a base hit for Hartley. He is 1 for 2 today. And that's a leadoff base hit for the Colts.
Yeah, possibly just a little bit of miscommunication there by the second baseman of the right fielders. They let that one, and maybe a little bit of the sun too, just kind of let that ball drop right in there and shallow right field.
Yeah, I don't know. I do know that the regular second baseman is out sick, so I don't blame him for having a little bit of miscommunication there, but that should have been the second baseman's ball. Here's Mateo Martinez, first pitch swinging, pops it up down the left-hand side.
Nice play. Out.
And that's caught by the left fielder, Wenzel.
Actually caught by the third baseman.
Was it caught by the third base? Thank you. I can't see it.
No, it slid down on his knees to catch that one.
Something tells me our viewers can't see it either.
No.
So that's 1 out in the inning. Mateo Martinez pops out to the third baseman. 1 out now. Here is Caden Ysidro. Like I said earlier, we do have a limited view here in the press box of of balls down the line, so we are relying on a little help. First pitch to Ysidro is in there for a call strike. Good fastball at the knees.
Let's just say if it makes it straight down center field, then we'll be the first ones to call it.
We'll be the first one. Yeah. We'll be all over that one.
Exactly.
If it's not raining.
Yeah.
All right, second pitch is outside, 1-1 now. You could always put Kai on top of the building as a spotter, like they do in NASCAR. That pitch is sliced foul. Ball and 2 strikes to Ysidro. Ysidro bounced into a double play in the second. So he's 0 for 1. Here's the 1-2. That is wide. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ysidro, leading hitter last season, hit .394. That's pretty good numbers right there. Fastball swung on, fouled back. Count remains 2-2. I do know that we don't need any more sugar up here.
I thought you were going to make another a raindrop joke with all the rappers that are up here.
Well, I kind of wore that one out. That one swung on and hung on by the catcher, and Ysidro is going to go down on strikes for out number 2.
It's almost like
number 18, Tyler. Comment.
Us.
That's pretty much usual. Everybody does the work, doesn't do any eating. Here's Tyler Common with 2 outs, runner at first base. Shortstop steps in from the right side, takes an off-speed pitch at the knees for strike 1. Common flew out to center in his only appearance here this game, so he is 0 for 1.
That one was way inside. Almost got hit by that one.
Almost hit him, so that counts even. 1-1. Have a good hands guy, quite the basketball player too. And the 1-1's wide. 2 balls and a strike. Pretty good eye at the plate. Two balls and a strike. 2 outs. That is lifted to right field. Right fielder in his tracks makes the play, and that'll do it. So the Colts are going to strand one. We've played 4.
In the 4th.
Colts 1, Eisenhower nothing. We'll be right back.
We played 4. Colts lead it 1-0.
What's happening in campus Colts athletics
of the 5th
today?
inning.
We had JV boys tennis at Mays South. We also had JV golf invitational at Winfield. Tomorrow we got girls tennis at Wichita South, varsity track at Winfield. On Saturday we got girls swim at Andover. On the 3rd we have JV tennis at Newton, girls swimming at Winfield, JV track at Mays, and girls soccer home versus Goddard. On the 5th, varsity golf at McPherson, varsity tennis at Newton, and girls soccer at Eisenhower. And then on the 6th, softball home versus Derby and varsity track at Mays.
A lot of stuff going on in the spring, Tyler.
I feel like the spring is always one of the busiest times.
I heard it makes the athletic director cranky.
Yeah, but he's always cranky.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, okay. I don't think he listens to us. I really don't.
No, he doesn't listen to me.
All righty, we're going to go to the top of the 5th. 1-0 Colts. Tight one right here. Looks like Hartley will continue to work for the Colts. He has done quite well so far. You got to wonder how many pitches he has left in him, but it's pretty much hitter to hitter. He will face 9-1-2 of Eisenhower.
How many pitches has he thrown?
Who?
Hartley.
51.
51.
This will be pitch number 52 for Hartley, which is very, very efficient. So he has got quite a few pitches left, in my guesstimation. Here's Ben Wetzel, 0 for 1, bounced out to the left side, shows bunt, gets it down. Third baseman charging, and up with it over to first, not in time. Pretty good bunt there by Wetzel. Caught everybody by surprise, and that'll go as a leadoff infield hit.
It almost looked like he hit more of the handle than it did the back.
Number 2, broken sip.
Inside pitch in the first place, but he still got it off.
He did a good job squaring it the last second. It wasn't much Schroeder could do. He came up with it. He didn't have a very good grip on it and threw a pretty slick 6-hopper over there. Here is the leadoff man, Sip. He squares, bunts it back to the pitcher, and moves the runner along. So credit Sip with a sacrifice.
Number 3,
1 out.
Colin Mackey.
So credit that one 1-3 for Sip. 1 out. Here's Colin Mackey, runner at second base, tying runner at second. Colts lead at 1-0. We're in the top of the 5th. First pitch to Mackey is in there for a call strike at the knees.
I hope so.
Good lead over there by Wetzel. They need to look him back. That's inside. Almost hit him.
What's up?
I stopped myself so I can really enjoy something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, all right.
Hartley trying to get out of a little bit of a jam here. That is down the line. Fair, just inside the bag. They're going to send him. He will score easily. So Wetzel will score, and Mackey will be in there with a 1-out double. And we're all tied up just like that.
Great smack by there on Mackey. That ball just looked like it was tightrope in the line right there.
Number 10, Wade Reynolds.
Yeah, he pulled his hands in and got his hands through in a hurry and got the barrel through there and jerked it right down the line. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner. Looks like number 29 will run for the Tigers. And here's Wade Reynolds. Pitch is high and away, ball 1. Looks like Dane Holmgren will run. He is a junior. Appreciate the collaboration up here. That is inside for strike 1.
Wade number 10, Wade Reynolds, Dwayne Holmgren running at second base.
And a pitch, 1-1. Good off-speed pitch from Hartley in there for a strike, 1-2. That kind of buckled his knees a little bit on that one.
Yeah, I mean, it buckled my knees from up here, honestly.
And the 1-2. Off-speed pitch, that's fisted
Trouble.
into left field.
No,
Leslie ranging over into the gap, and he's able to come up with it. Looked like a little trouble off the bat, but Leslie makes up a lot of ground out there, and that's out number 2.
Number 4, Andrew
Great
Neeson.
job showing a speed tracking that ball down. Almost made it look easy out there.
He did make it look easy. I thought that was in the gap. It was a little bit off the hand, so that kind of helped us out a little bit. 2 outs now. Runner at second base. That is a good off-speed pitch on the inner half for strike 1 to Andrew Newsom.
They didn't score yet, right?
Nope. 1 run across so far for Eisenhower, and they've tied it up. We're all knotted at 1. That is bounced foul. Newsom in the hole, 0-2. Looks like he fouled that one off his foot. It's got to feel really good when it's 45 degrees outside. No balls and 2 strikes to Newsom. Hartley trying to get out of it. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch. Got him looking, and that'll be it. So Eisenhower are going to strand one, but they get one.
Game is tied.
4.5, 1-1. We'll be right back.
We go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Bottom half of the 5th
Colt
inning.
Baseball is
We're
brought to
all
you by
tied at
Crafty
1.
Pie for all custom wood signs, window decals, handcrafted yard signs, and all your vinyl lettering needs. Message Kelly on Facebook at Crafty Pie for your next custom sign. And by the Colt Special, Campus High School's official newspaper, published every other month. The Colt staff is always looking for great stories to tell. Follow them on Twitter at CHS Journalism or send story ideas to chscoltspecial@gmail.com. And for the bottom of the 5th, here's back at top.
All right, welcome back. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th, and Kai Ray is going to take over on the broadcast duties, and Tyler's going to stick with us for a while. What do you think? And we're going to knock it over here to Kai, and it will be 7, 8, and 9 for campus. We're all tied up at 1. So Kai is going to take over some broadcast duties. I'm going to help him with the book. So if it sounds like a knife fight in a phone booth, that's pretty much what it is.
Softball 142. Leading off, Cole Martins.
Ready to go, Kai?
Yes, I am, Tyler.
Ready to go. All right. We got Cole Martins leading off right here.
That first pitch is the ball, a little outside.
Takes the first pitch, ball outside.
Next pitch is ball wide.
Like we said before, Cole Martin's going up. He's determined when he gets up there in the box. You can just tell.
Another ball. That's 3 in a row. All in just about the same place. Next pitch is a foul.
Martins did a great job. Kind of chased that one there, but he's staying alive none the least.
3-1 pitch count. Looks like we missed a
Number
strike
3,
somewhere.
Corey Hahn.
That was strike 3.
I think Martin's got a piece of that one. Catcher ended up catching, so that's an out.
Next up is Corey Hahn, and that first pitch is a ball, a little low. Next pitch, pop up, looks to be foul,
Out of play.
and it goes into the spectators area. Corey Hahn is another foul ball. That'll be strike 2. He is 0 for 1 today in this game.
It's a run. No, I'm not. No. I'm just looking. You're good.
Next pitch comes in. That's another pop up to the first baseman.
Did a great job of tracking that one down. Bear didn't really take his eye off disregarding the sun for that out.
Number 27, Ryan Walter.
Next up is Rylan Walter. He is
0 for 1.
0 for 1 today
With a strikeout.
with a strikeout. He tips his first pitch. Rylan Walter hits one to the shortstop.
Colts are retired in the 5th. So we go to 6. We're tied at 1. Once again, going to the 6th inning. Campus 1 and Eisenhower 1.
And after inning number 5, the score is still 1-1.
I want to thank Tyler Goddard for stepping by. He had to step away and go do what college students do, and I really don't want to know. But we appreciate him coming in and giving his insight. And Kai is going to take us through the rest of the game. Looks like Hartley will continue to work on the mound. He will go into the 6th. So we're all knotted at 1. We go to the top of the 6th. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for Eisenhower.
What, yeah?
It wasn't.
Yes.
I want to thank our sponsors, USD 261, Avid, the Campus IB program, Counseling Center, Hook Bass, and Crafty by the Valley State Bank, and Stomping Grounds Coffee. We did not have a Stomping Grounds Coffee winner last time. We did not have any home runs in the bottom of the fourth, so looks like everybody will be paying full price for the smoothies on Tuesday. So at the top of the sixth, here's Kai. Looks like it'll be Ellingston, Milledge, and Wisner.
Ellingston is 0 for 2 in this game. First pitch is a strike right down the pipe.
Looks like Ellingston had a strikeout in the second. He's 0 for 2.
Next pitch is a foul ball. Way out of this ballpark.
You know, Kai, he's been doing a really good job of getting ahead of hitters, and that's what it really takes to win, is to get ahead. You start getting behind hitters, and they start looking for pitches.
Yeah, Jackson Harder's been doing a real good job pitching this game, and this next pitch is a...
Yeah, that was down the third base line, and it looks like Schrader did everything he could possibly do. That's going to go as a base hit, I think, for Ellingston, so that'll be an infield hit and a leadoff infield hit. So the go ahead and run now. Kai is at first base. And it looks like Mattingly Milledge.
Yep. He is 1 for 1 in this game. Had a double in the second inning. Looks like Martinez goes to the mound to talk to Jackson.
Be a good time, Kai, for a double play ball right here.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Milledge runs well. He's going to be tough to double up, so it's going to be something hard hit.
Ooh. Milledge hits a flare out to left field. And looks like Walter's going to get it over to third base to stop this.
Number 11, Andrew Wisner.
Number 11, Andrew Wisner's up to bat.
Looks like Coach Klassen is going to take a trip to the mound. Remind our viewers that this trip to the mound brought to you by Campus High School Counseling Center. Call or drop by today, 554-2240. You'll see Pam. She'll take care of you. Looks like we're going to make a change. We'll let you know who that is in just a moment.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Campus, Luke Sherman. Sherman now pitching for the Colts.
Looks like number 28, Luke Sherman, is the new pitcher.
Yeah, Kai, he's going to inherit a couple of base runners. Those two base runners are going to be Hartley's responsibility. So Sherman, a left-hander, will come in and try to get out of this thing. We have no outs. We're in big trouble here in the top of the sixth. Scores all tied up at 1 apiece, but the go-ahead run is at second base, as you said. Leadoff single by Ellingston. And another base hit by Milledge, and that's where we're at.
We've got a fire over 29th of Broadway here.
The fire.
We just need smoke.
You just heard that the Campus Colt softball team won today. 4-2.
Game 1.
In game 1, so they're playing game 2 right now. Appreciate our crack staff here. It's Kai and I and a cast of thousands up here. Looks like Luke Sherman has finished his warm-up tosses. Martinez out to talk to him a little bit about signs. You got a runner at second base. Need to be very, very careful about that.
Many outs are there? 0.
No outs. Ellingston at second base and Milledge at first.
And Andrew Wisner is at the plate. He is 1 for 1 today.
Actually, I think he's 0 for 1. You can't read my handwriting.
0 for 1, my apologies.
Second and walked in the 4th. Showed bunt. Looks like they're trying to do a little small ball, Kai, and maybe get the runners at second and third with just 1 out.
Oh boy!
Like another
bunt.
That's a foul ball.
Yeah.
Kai, I'm not sure. Was that a foul ball?
Yeah, I thought it tipped off the bat, but the umpire says it doesn't. So now we got a runner at third and a runner at second, and Weisner still at the plate. Weisner showed bunt on that one.
Well, the bunt is out. Looks like they're going to bring the infield in. Looks like they're going to try to cut that play off, at least look that runner back at third.
It's a good strike right there by...
That was a good pitch, wasn't it, guy? He painted the outside corner with that one.
Yeah, he did. That was right on the edge. Ball gets by Mateo on the next pitch. That's a ball.
That's a good job by Martinez smothering that one. He's a good backstop back there. Kept the runner at third base. Exactly what he needed to do.
Luke Sherman gets strike number 2.
Kai, we could use a strikeout right here.
Yeah, we could.
Not the best analyst in the world, but I can see that we could use one.
Oh, I agree with you.
Got it.
And it looks like he's going to get it. Weisner's going to go down swinging, Kai. And that's 1 out.
Number 12, Owen Reynolds.
12 on Reynolds up to the plate. Looked like he is 0 for 2 in this game.
Reynolds 1 for 2. That base hit in the second. Looks like he takes that first pitch low, ball 1.
Runner still on third and second.
Good, Kai. Eighth man to hit in the order here, and that's a call strike.
Pitch count 1-1.
Looks like 1-1, Kai.
Yep.
Kind of a tough time to pick up the baseball this time of day with dusk and the lights not really taking over.
Oh, yeah.
Is that 2-2? I believe that's 2-2.
That would be 2-2. Next pitch. It's a blooper right over the pitcher. Center fielder is going to throw it in, but number 15 is going to score a run. Now, that is Evan Ellingston for the Tigers.
Pretty good piece of hitting
Number
there
1,
by
Ben
Owen
Woodsell.
Reynolds. Ball right up the middle, right where it was pitched. Looks like the Tigers first and third now with 1 out. They lead it 2-1.
Now to the plate is Ben Wetzel. First pitch, straight to the third baseman. He's going to throw him out at first. That third baseman is Jackson Hartley.
Number 2, Brogan Sip.
And now we're back at the top of the lineup with Brogan Sip.
Looks like he's 1 for 1 today. Had a sacrifice, a base hit, and a walk.
First pitch, strike right down the middle. Maybe a little low.
We'll take it.
Yeah, we will. Pitch number 2, straight to the shortstop. He's going to throw it to first, and he will get the out. And
Was a good job there.
Tigers get 1 in the top half of the 6th. We
Kai
go to the
by
bottom
Common.
half
That
of the
was
6th
tough
inning.
off. That was an inning.
Eisenhower
He
2.
really couldn't come and get
And
it.
the
He had
Colts
to wait
1.
back and
Once
kept
again,
it in
that's
front of him.
Eisenhower 2.
And
Campus
they
1.
get
We're going
strong
to
arm
the
over
bottom
there,
half.
Looks like
of
the
the
Colts are going
sixth
to get
inning.
out of it. They're going to get 1 run, Kai. And we're now trailing 2-1, so we're going to have to go to the bottom of the 6th and see what we can do. Don't forget, we have Derby coming to town later on next week. Let's see, when's Derby come to town? They come to town on the 6th.
For 2 games,
Yeah, 2 games.
starting at 4 o'clock. And they will both be covered by Channel 060, so you'll be able to tune in right here on 060 Radio.
Good thinking. If you can't make it to the ballpark, you need to at least tune in. So it looks like Eisenhower gets a run in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th, so we're trailing by 1. Looks like a new pitcher for Eisenhower. We'll let you know who it is in just a moment. So Mackey's going to go 5 innings and give up 1 run. And stands to win it if it stays the way it is. A little sweet Caroline going on. Yeah, stretch time. So we are in the
Owen Reynolds.
bottom of the 6th.
Your attention fans, now pitching number 12, Owen Reynolds. Reynolds now pitching for the Tigers.
Kai, it looks like Owen Reynolds will come in to pitch.
It would seem so.
Big, tall left-hander. Here in the 6th, it looks like he's going to face 1, 2, and 3 in the order. And now's the time. We got the top of the order,
Yep.
Kai. And if we need to make a run, now it is. So it's going to be Leslie, Workins, and Hartley.
Owen Reynolds. R-E-Y-N.
Some good.
So we really need to get after this guy. We need to get the
Number
leadoff
7,
men on.
Tanner Leslie.
Yes, sir.
Center field.
Are you thinking like a rentals?
I don't know.
First up, Tanner Leslie.
R-E-Y-N-O-L-D-S.
Looks like Leslie's going to be 0 for 2 tonight with a stolen base.
No, he had an RBI single to the middle for the first run.
You know, I think our staff is right. I think he did get a base hit in the 3rd, and he
RBI.
did get an RBI, and that did mark it. So first pitch is bunted back to the pitcher. Pitcher up with it over to first.
And he'll be safe.
Not in time. So Leslie runs very well. We credit him with his 2nd hit of the game, and that will be an infield variety.
And number 13, Austin Workins, will be next. He's 0 for 2 in this game.
You got to wonder if Coach Klassen may play a little small ball right here, maybe try to move
Number 13,
Leslie along.
Austin Morgans.
There's always an opportunity of a straight steal with Leslie. He runs very well. Looks like we're going to square to bunt.
I like that small ball idea, Todd.
I do too. You know, Warkins does run well, so you never know.
Next pitch was a ball. Workins showed bunt.
So he's in the head in the count. You got to wonder if they're going to put the bunt on or let him take a strike here. Reynolds has been a little wild, so you might want to take till you get a strike in this situation. We'll just see.
Pitcher throws the first. Leslie's still safe. Workins back in the box.
Looks like Leslie's got a great big lead over there.
Yeah, he
You
does.
gotta wonder if he might be going on first movement.
He might be. That's ball number 3 for Reynolds.
So it looks like, Kai, that the go-ahead or the tying run is at first. We're in the top of the 6th. And that's in there for a strike. Looks like 3-1 now to Warkins.
Pitcher throws it first again. Leslie safe.
Pretty good move by Owen Reynolds. I mean, pretty deceptive.
Yeah, it is.
Most left-handed moves are very deceptive if they're any good.
Next pitch, another strike. That'll be a full count for Warkins.
Boy, Kai, he got in his kitchen on that one. That pitch was running in on his hands.
Yeah, it was real close.
If contact was made at all, that was just going to be pretty much a dribbler back to the mound. So we'll see how he handles the bat 3-2.
Next pitch, strikes out Warkins right at his shoulders.
Yeah, that was a high fastball. Tough to lay off of that ball up in your eyes because you see it so well.
Number 16, third baseman Jackson Hartley.
Well, he still got a great lead.
Hartley's 1 for 2, and he'll hit next. This is the matchup you want, left on right.
Next pitch coming in. That's a ball, a little low.
I think it's a matter of who doesn't make any mistakes in these last inning and a half. Whoever can throw strikes, manage, and handle the baseball is going to come out on top.
That's right, and it looks like Reynolds throws again to first, and Leslie's still safe.
Got to wonder when Coach Klassen might give the green light to Leslie to maybe go on first movement here.
Yeah. And it's another ball.
I've got 2 and 1. I think that's accurate.
Believe so. Pitch count 2-2 now. The foul tip from Hartley.
Yeah, he had a good hack at that one, Kai. He was all over that one. I think he was guessing fastball and guessed right. Just missed it. Fouled it straight back. Looks like the 747 is coming in.
Or just a train.
Yeah, he challenged him again with another fastball, Kai, so that's still 2-2. So you got to wonder if he's got a pitch left to play with. He might try to throw something in the dirt right here. We'll see.
Oh, good pitch.
Strike 3. Catches Hartley looking.
The catcher number 20, Mateo Martinez.
Yeah, a couple strikeouts there back to back, Kai. That's not exactly what we're looking for 1 or 2 and 3 in the order. So it'll be up to Martinez to keep it going.
Martinez is 1 and 1 in this game.
Yep.
Had a single in the second.
Yep, had a single in the second, Kai. You're right. Was thrown out 4-6 later. Steps in from the right side. We'll see if he can keep this thing going right here.
How many outs do we have?
2.
First pitch, strike. Little inside. Did a nice job of painting the rim there.
6. Colts are running out of time. They trail 2-1 to Eisenhower.
Next pitch is a foul ball.
So we'll see what kind of a hitter Martinez is with 2 strikes on him. Again, not completely dark, so it's tough to pick up the baseball and really tough to pick up the rotation. So we'll see how he does. Down 0-2.
Next pitch is a little high. Pitch count 1-2 now.
Tough pitch to lay off of because you can see it so well. Good plate discipline by Mateo Martinez.
Oh.
Mateo swings at a way inside ball. Inside and low.
1 left for the Colts. We're going to the 7th. 2-1.
And he'll be out.
Tigers lead.
Well, that's it. That's 6 through 6 there, Kai, and we're still down 2-1. So we need to hold them right here and maybe go and walk it off at the last at bat here in the 7th. So it looks like we're going to continue to go with Luke Sherman. So we have to him to hold the Tigers right where they're at. 2-1 Eisenhower. This is game 2 of the doubleheader. Colts lost game 1 9-3. So this is the both clubs' opening night. Colts are trying to get a split here. Go on to Derby next week. Have Derby in here next week. We'll have that game for you on the air. Looks like 2, 3, and 4 of the order for Eisenhower coming up. Kind of a tough part of the order to have to deal with a one-run deficit. So maybe Luke Sherman can hold him right there.
The pitcher did a great job.
Colts are really trying to redeem themselves after that first loss today, 9-3 to the Tigers.
Yeah, the old error bug kind of bit them a little bit, and you really can't give clubs like Eisenhower or anybody really 4 and 5 outs an inning. You start doing that, then that's going to increase your pitch counts, and you're going to go through a lot of arms that way. So, got some things to work on. Not exactly tearing the cover off the ball just yet. Check the number of hits for the Colts so far. Leslie's got 3 hits this game, so he's swinging a very hot bat. And it looks like Martinez has a hit, so there's 4. And Martins has a hit, there's 5. So 5 hits on the evening through 6 innings.
Leading off, Colin Mackey.
So it looks like it'll be
Colin Mackey up to the plate for the Tigers. First pitch is a strike. He swings a little late.
Well, that's a good overhand curveball from Luke Sherman.
Yeah, it was.
You might put it mildly filthy.
Another pitch gets right by the third baseman and into left field. Rylan Welter will get that into second. And
so it looks like that. I'm probably going to have to score that one a hit. That one was hit very sharply.
Number 10, Wade Reynolds.
So that's a leadoff base hit for Mackey.
And up next is Wade Reynolds. And the first pitch is going to be a strike.
You know, that was a play that I've seen Schrader make 100 times, but that one just got under his glove, and that was hit very sharply. Sherman, a left-hander, Kai, does have a pretty good move over there. He's going to have to keep Colin Mackey close because he does run very well and will steal a base.
Sherman throws a little wild, gets past catcher Mateo Martinez, and Mackey's going to steal a base.
Well, an insurance run now at second base and scoring position is not exactly what the Colts were looking for right here.
No, it was not, Todd. Wade Reynolds hits one just shy of fair down the first base line.
Luke Sherman ahead 1 and 2 now. He's going to have to try to get some of these himself right here.
And it looks like Reynolds hits one just past Luke, and the Colts aren't quick enough to get him out at first.
That was one of those balls right up the middle where it was difficult for Cole Martins. He did glove it very well and got quite a bit on the throw. But
number 4, Andrew
Reynolds runs
Newsom.
very well and beat it out for a base hit. That ball, pretty much one of those ground balls with eyes. So.
And now the Tigers got runners on the corners. That'd be first and third. And now we got Andrew Newsom at the plate.
Kai, the Colts need a strikeout right here. Looks like Newsom's talking to the coach. We want to know whether they might be maybe a safety squeeze right here Maybe push something down the right side. Looks like the infield is going to come in, Kai.
Yeah, they are.
Can't afford another run.
Great bunt down the first base line. And looks like Tigers are going to advance every runner on that one. Now we got runners.
Very well placed bunt by Andrew Newsom. That was pushed right down the first baseline. And it looks like Coach Klassen is going to take a walk. We'll see what we're going to do. This meeting on the mound brought to you by Campus High School Counseling. Call or stop by today, 554-2240. See Cam, she'll pick you up. Not sure if anybody was getting loose down the line. We can't really see the bullpens from here. And it looks like the conference is over. Looks like Coach Klassen is going to go with Luke Sherman. They really haven't hit him hard, Kai, this inning. They've had a couple of ground balls that had eyes and a very well-placed bunt, so you really can't fault the young man.
Number 15, Evan
He's not hitting
Townsend.
anybody, and he's certainly not walking anybody.
That's right. And now up to the plate is Evan Ellingston. Looks like he's got one hit today.
Nobody there. That's how we played all that week.
Looks like he squared the bunt, unable to get the bat on it. Both runners were going with the pitch, so that will be a double steal. So runners now at second and third, Kai. We're in big trouble.
Yep.
One run across. Colts now trail 3-1.
Luke puts that one just a tad bit too high there, Todd.
Pretty good pitch, just a little bit high. Could have gone either way.
Yes, ma'am.
Hard to get a good grip in the cold weather. That ball gets slick, and the feel goes away.
Next pitch is a nice inside pitch, and that'll be a strike.
Yeah, if he would have got a bat on that one, that would have been in his kitchen too.
Another ball. High once more.
Looks like Luke is giving him a steady diet of off-speed pitches. Eggleston 1 for 3 and a run scored today. 3-1 Eisenhower. And it looks like he's going to get Ellingston.
Number 24, Mattingly Millage.
Up next for the Tigers, number 24, Mattingly Millage. Looks like he's 2-1.
Yeah, he's 2 for 3, having a good day today. Kai, you're right. Singled in the 6th and the 2nd. And he takes a strike. Really need to get this guy right here to give us a chance to get off the field, only give up 1 run.
Luke gets another strike right there. Nice fastball. Just under his bat.
Nice pitch there. It was on the outer half. Good location from Luke Sherman.
One more strike.
You better throw it.
Why is he standing there?
Looks like some
There was a
miscommunication.
strike out there, and Mateo Martinez thought he caught the ball. Umpire was signaling safe, so that's going to be a strikeout, and Millage will reach first base.
Yeah.
Here.
Called it drop third strike.
Looks like Coach Klassen is going to go out and talk to him. I did not see the ball hit the ground. Of course, we're a good 90 feet away and directly behind. I did not see the ball. And Martinez is very adamant that he caught the baseball, but the umpire said that it hit the ground. I'm wondering if they're going to ask for some help. Looks like Coach Klassen is satisfied. Looks like home plate umpire is going to go out and talk to the base umpire and see if we can get some clarification here. We don't have replay here in high school baseball, do we?
No, we don't.
Budget cuts. I talked to the athletic director about getting some replay system. Looks like they're going to talk about it, try to get it right.
Oh.
Looks like they're going to call him safe. Looks like they're saying that Martinez did drop the baseball.
At the plate for Eisenhower, number 11, Andrew
Really will
Weiser.
be at first base. So they're loaded up now, Kai.
Yes, they are. Number 11, Andrew Weissner, up to the plate. He is 1 for 3 in this game.
Looks like he's going to take a strike there, and I think that's probably a good idea for Eisenhower to take a strike in this situation. The base is loaded.
Be 2 strikes now. Luke Sherman with a nice low ball. Base is still loaded.
12-6 curveball there, Kai.
Yeah, it is nice. Another one right down the middle. And he'll strike him out.
That's what the Colts needed right there. Kai needed to get that second out of the inning. Now they can get off the field with just 1 run surrendered if they can get
Number 12, Owen Reynolds.
Yep. Number 12, Owen Reynolds, up for the Tigers.
Looks like he's 2 for 3, Kai. I think he's going to be a tough out.
Yeah, he is, and he's going to foul ball the first one.
Yeah, that was squirted down the right field line and got the third base coach in the cracked area. So he's not rubbing it.
That's
What area? The cracked area?
okay.
Trying to work with professionals up here is really hard.
What's the medical?
Coach Monk has entered the booth here and helping us with some of our terms.
He's a high school athletic trainer.
Colts really need to get off the field right here. Just 1 run of damage. I figure a base hit right here is really going to cause us some really big trouble in the bottom of the 7th.
Looks like Reynolds is hits it over to Cole
One run
Martins,
for the
and
Tigers in the top half of the 7th inning.
he'll hose him
Now to
first.
The bottom half of the 7th, 3-1. Eisenhower leads. Once again, we get the bottom half of the 7th, 3-1.
All
Goddard
right, guys,
Eisenhower
we're going to
leads.
go to the bottom of the 7th. Colts trail it 3-1. You need to get some runs right here. You need to get the leadoff man on. Looks like they're going to have 5, 6, and 7 up. And that's going to be Seagull, Coleman, and Martins. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see a pinch hitter or 2.
Yeah,
Situation. We'll see if Coach Classen may want to roll the dice here or maybe get somebody else in there, maybe a fresh shake or something. We'll see what happens. It looks like that Owen Reynolds will continue to throw.
okay.
So what do you tell your team in this situation? You're a wrestling guy, you're a soccer guy, you're down 2 going into the last frame. What do you tell a guy?
I'll tell him, just go out there and do your job, and everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, just gotta go out there and play hard and see what happens. They're gonna go with Owen Reynolds. They're gonna try to get him to finish it out right here. Always good to have Coach Monk in the booth with us.
Kelly.
Letty.
Got any words of wisdom for us, Coach?
Wayne.
Letty.
No words of wisdom. Everybody healthy down there?
So far.
Coach Monk is our athletic trainer for Campus High School. Teaches a
Hey, Peyton, the Cedro.
sports medicine
Who
classes.
sings this? And you said his name.
Pretty much teaches
And I go, Letty.
everybody in high school how to take an ankle, right, Coach?
Pretty much. That's you.
If you haven't seen our sports medicine program, you should come up and visit. It's quite impressive. Our students are very well versed in sports medicine techniques. So looks like 5, 6, and 7, Kyle.
Isidro up to the plate. First pitch is a ball. Wide right. Well, my left. Next pitch in the same spot. Ball 2.
And in a situation like this, Kai, you're down a couple of runs, you probably want to take till you get a strike.
Yeah.
Because we need base runners in the worst way.
Another ball. This one on the opposite side of the strike zone. It's way inside. Cedro had to jump out of the box for that one. And ball 4. That's 4 in a row. Once again, out to the right side.
I think you walk the leadoff man. Statistically, Kai, if you walk the leadoff man in Major League Baseball, he scores 75% of the time. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Now you do. So it looks like they're going to pinch run for Isidro. Do we know who that is?
That's Martinez, I believe.
Pinch running Ryan Martinez. Martinez running for Isidro at first base. At the plate for the Colts, number 18, the shortstop, Tyler Common.
Tyler Common up to the plate for the Colts. He is 0 for 2 in game 2 of the doubleheader. Looks like
Tyler was hit by a pitch in the second and flew out in the fourth. You're right. He is definitely due. There's a conference out on the mound, umpire out to break it up. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Colts are behind by 2 to Goddard Eisenhower. Eisenhower won the first one 9-3.
Reynolds on the mound still for the Tigers after that conference. First pitch down the middle, strike. It's probably a good idea for Tyler to take till he got a strike. Next pitch is another strike, a little inside, but umpire will call it.
Tyler, a pretty good 2-strike hitter. I have a lot of confidence in him with 2 strikes, so we'll see how he manages this.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too, and here it is. That's a ball way inside.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't appeal that. It looked like he at least made an offer at the pitch, and I'm glad they didn't, because that could have gone south pretty quickly.
Yeah, sure could have. Reynolds throws one way high and a little outside. 2-2 pitch count.
Yeah, once we get to 2-2, the favor seems to be going back to Common. So the burden's on the pitcher now to make a good pitch here.
Just a little bit of pressure. Nice little rip from Common, but it might be a double play for the Tigers, and it is 2 outs now.
Yeah, Taylor made double play ball. The ball was hit very sharply by Common. 1 hopper to the shortstop.
Number 23, Cole Martins.
And he was able to flip it to Millage back to Newsom in time. So that's kind of a backbreaker for the Colts down to their final out.
And up to the plate looks to be Martins. Reynolds throws one high.
So it'll be up to Martins to keep this drive alive. He scored the only run in the 3rd. Driven in by Tanner Leslie.
Reynolds gets Martins to swing. Be strike 1. Pitch count 1-1. That's another strike, catches Martins looking.
So the Colts are down to their final strike. That's a good pitch by Reynolds. He just painted the outside corner with that one.
That's a 1-2 count.
So Martins needs to protect the plate right here, keep this drive going.
And Reynolds gets Martins to swing, and that's the ball game.
Goddard wins by a score of 3-1.
All right, Kai, that looks like that's going to do it.
3-1 Eisenhower beats the Colts. Appreciate you coming out tonight. Great Easter weekend.
And the loss will
And as
go
always,
to
please
Hartley.
remember the Kansas
Colts will
Department of
go to
Transportation.
0-2
Reminds
on
you
the
to
season.
buckle up and drive home
And
safe.
Eisenhower will go to 2-0.
You know,
back on the air in next week.
You know, Todd, you can't have success without a little bit of failure. So I'd like to see where the Colts end up at the end of the season.
Yeah, it was a good day.
With
It
the
was a good
0-2
day. We
start.
saw a few things, and we saw some good things, and we saw some things we need to work on. Good thing is it's early, and appreciate the company, old buddy. And we're going to
Glad to be
sign it
here.
off for now. We will be talking with you again next week when Derby comes to town. And I'm Todd for Kai Ray and Tyler Goddard. We'll see you next time.